So we're back with Money Morning's cryptocurrency expert, Dave Zeiler. And Dave, there's been some big news in the cryptocurrency world this week. What's your take on some of the Fed's comments earlier on Wednesday?
Well, when Jerome Powell started talking, he was talking specifically about the Facebook Libra coin project, which a lot of the regulators are very antsy about because they want to base it on a basket of fiat currencies, even though it's a cryptocurrency. And so that's making them very squeamish. What happened was the Bitcoin price fell about 13% following his comments because people have been linking the Facebook project to Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies. But that's really a false connection in that Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies, for the most part, as well, do not have a whole lot in common with the Facebook currency. The Facebook currency would be a more centralized type of thing, and the fact that it's linked to the fiat currencies means it's very different than what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin's completely independent. It trades against them, but it's not linked to them. But in any case, you can't deny that after he talked, the price did fall. So for whatever reason, people were selling on that news. I think that the people who were selling on it don't really understand cryptocurrencies.
So this needs to be just the investors and the people who are buying into Bitcoin need to be better educated on the difference between the two currencies?
Well, yeah, I think people who are jumping into the space more recently probably don't grasp that these are different things. One of the things that people talked about when Facebook announced its Libra coin was that the reason it would be important to the other cryptos is that it would bring more awareness. Facebook is huge. It's got over 1 billion users. The fact that they would be promoting a cryptocurrency means it would be good for all other cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, and that would cause their prices to go up. But they're so different that I don't really see that that's a very logical connection. It makes sense in some ways that, they'll raise awareness and stuff like that, but they're very different animals.
Okay. So in general, just people need to better understand the difference between the two, and that when the regulators are going after Libra because it's so tied to these basket of currencies, that doesn't necessarily mean Bitcoin is related.
Well, no, and the thing is that the kind of regulations they might use if this Libra project ever even gets off the ground, because it's not just in the U.S., but we've had in England and France, and I'm trying to think of all the other countries, but there's been a number of government officials and central bankers have all come out saying, like, there's no way we're going to even allow this to be used. And they could stop it because the Facebook coin is going to have, central controls. It'll be and it's going to be used through Facebook. It's going to be very easy for regulators to stop it. Bitcoin in particular has no central authority. There's no government. There's no company. There's no central bank. It's an independent network that's run by the software. It can't really be stopped by a government. And that's like one of the most fundamental differences. So when they talk about, we are not going to let this happen, we're not going to let Facebook do this, that doesn't really apply to Bitcoin. There's some things they can do to restrict how it's used, but they can't really completely ban it. They can't stop Bitcoin.
All right. Well, thanks very much for your thoughts on this, and we'll probably check in next week if anything else big goes on.
Will do.